In this section, I would like us to install Bootstrap. And so I'm going to install two things, Bootstrap and Sass. And we will go ahead and be able to make a few changes in our application structure. So the command for installing Bootstrap is npm. And in this case, I want to just install the latest version, npm install Bootstrap. And then we can put the version 5.3.0. that is the current Bootstrap version, that is Bootstrap 5. And then I also want us to install Sass because we will be using it to compile our CSS. So npm install Sass. But even though we will not be using it extensively, but for purposes of our application, we can just use it. So you have npm install ss-save dev, and you wait for it to install, and I think it is installed. I would like us to go ahead and modify a few things. So you go to vite.config.js. I want us to change this app.css to app.scss. So CSS, then app.scss, exactly the way it is, like this, because now we want to modify a little bit to be able to accommodate Sass in our application. I also want to go to resources CSS and change the name of this file, because now you see here I'm referring to a different file name, so I need to change this one. I will rename it, and what we are changing is just adding an s here. So instead of app.css, now we are having app.scss. And then the last thing that we are going to do is to also ensure that we have used our CSS file in our root view. In this case, our root view is app.blade.php, and I would just like to copy this. I will copy this and I will paste here something similar, and then our file is found in CSS, but the name is app.scss, like that. So we will have our assets recompiled, and we will refresh, and let us see what happens if we try to put anything that is related to Bootstrap. So let me open resources. Before we go to app.js, here I would like to import Bootstrap, so I'm going to say at import, and then we are importing from node modules, and then we are importing Bootstrap. And then, so in node modules, we have a file called Bootstrap. Let me just scroll and show you why we are doing what we are doing. Bootstrap, where is it? Refresh. Node modules, B for Bootstrap. Yes, here it is. And then so the file is Bootstrap, then we are going to SCSS. So here I'm going to type SCSS, and then / we are going to pick the file which is called Bootstrap, this one here, bootstrap.scss. So here I will just say Bootstrap without Bootstrap without the SCSS, just like that. And I believe now we should be fine. Now you can see our application is actually properly working with Bootstrap. If I go to our app, there's something that I've just typed in to check. Let me show you the reason why it is accepting what we are doing. Let me close this. Yes, I will close the node modules, and I want us to go to JS pages, the page that we created. And here, as you can see, I have written something and I've given it a class. And that's why, as you can see here, there is some greenish appearing. In this case, that class is being shown. Thank you very much for following this tutorial up until this point.